Hey guys, I'm Alex here. So we have the information on the new LF Perfect Form cell. This has the whole kit of the cell, so let's see how good he is and what he actually does. Alright, so let's jump into it. Okay, so according to the information we have right now, it says that it has a high combo potential and abilities to explode for massive damage, which is his explosion in the end whenever he's defeated. This cell can be effective in varied attacks, which is just small information upon which characters we can use him with. Alright, so strength number one, high combo potential. So per form cell will have a unique gauge, okay, that builds up with time spent. Okay, so it's similar to Hit's unique gauge, I guess, Hit and Kippu, and it will be activated upon various effect when it hits max. Okay, health and key will be recovered, damage inflicted will also get boosted. Okay, this is just a gist of his kit, so let's jump straight into what he actually is. Okay, everything is listed over here. Okay, element purple, character attacks of force, future, android regeneration, absorption, and powerful opponent, and episode cell saga Z. Alright, his main ability, okay, draws a special move cards next, okay, and restores own health by 30%. That's a lot. He does not have an ultimate. Okay, that's why his LF animation was a little different. Okay, and key by 40, charges own unique gauge by 30%. Okay, that will help in order to fill his unique gauge pretty fast, so you might be using it early in this game as soon as possible, and gradually restores ally health each time account for 60 time account, which is okay. And his Z ability is future regeneration, dag androids, base strike and blast attack, and plus 18% to powerful opponent base strike defense, which is okay, which is every LF has nowadays. And let's jump into the his strike arts is going to be restoring 5 key on hit, and his blast armor, is he range type? Did I didn't saw it? Uh, I don't really think anywhere here has been mentioned that he's range type, but his blast tells me that he might be. Okay, so 150% to blast damage inflicted against enemies' blast armor, which is pretty common if you are a range type character. So it seems like he is a range type character. Okay, turns the table all at once with the endurance nullification and a chance to inflict the faint. It increases your battle members. Well, okay. So deals massive impact damage. His blue card. He does not have an ultimate, which is pretty surprising for a LF character who was not a transforming one. To not have an ultimate. Okay, applies the following effects to self upon activation: 30% special move damage inflicted for 3 time accounts, notifies enemy restores own health effects for 3 time accounts, which is okay. And the following effects occur according to the number of remaining battle members. 10% chance to inflict fate. Okay, he has 10, 20, and 30% chance to inflict fate, which is pretty okay, I would say, but still, you can get hit by it, and you might lose a character because of it. Alright, his special screen card, what it actually does is applies the following effect to self upon activation, restores own key by 50, which is good, charges own unique gauge by 20%, activate 3 times. Okay, so, and 20% to blast damage inflicted for 20 time accounts, nullifies attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, which is really good, inflicts all the enemy with substitution count on, what? 3 substitution count on hits, wow, okay. Is this, oh wait, okay, it's comboable. It means it's a lunging forward or maybe a key blast based green card. A powerful special launch. Okay, let's see. Okay, it seems like it's a lunging forward where you will go in forward to do a combo to your enemy. So you cannot really use it as a stop time event. Okay, his unique ability 1 deals massive explode damage when this character is defeated, and if there is a remaining battle member, and half of the damage inflicted will also be dealt to the enemy's members on the standby, which is pretty good. And this will of course not happen in co-op and full power battle. And the following effects occur when the final counter hits: destroys all your enemy's cards, inflicts enemy with the -2 to card draw speed for 5 time accounts, inflicts enemy with the attribute downgrade of -50% to health restoration for 30 time accounts, which is pretty good. It lasts for 30 time accounts, and inflicts all the enemies with no switching for 3 time accounts, which is pretty decent if you are in a 1v1 situation or maybe a 1v2. It can work. The following effects also occur if there are at least two battle members. Seals enemies Rising Rush for 5 damage rounds and seals all the enemies' main abilities for 5 damage rounds. Okay, that's really effective, I would say. So applies the following effects to self when the battle starts. Charges own unique gauge by 85%. 90% of damage inflicted cannot cancel. 40% damage inflicted against yellow. Okay, he's purple, so he's doing extra damage to yellow, which is similar to Ultra Hit. He does extra damage to blue, which is pretty decent, I would say. And 30% to special move damage inflicted, which is okay, also really good. He already does 30% upon activation of a blue card, and reduces damage received by 70%, which is also pretty general. And minus 10 to blast and special arts cost. Okay, pretty good. Uh, his card cost will be only 19, and additional plus 20% to damage inflicted if only if there are 3 Tag Saiyan or Tag Sun family enemy battle members. 3. There has to be 3. Okay, which is pretty bad, I would say, because I don't really think anyone will run a full Sun family team or a full Saiyan team nowadays, but it's okay. Um, Shortens own substitution count by 4 whenever an enemy activates a special move arts, ultimate, awakens, or rising rush when this character is on standby. So he's kind of a fodder. Okay. So next thing, his unique ability 2 knocks back enemy to long range if the cover change is performed against the strike cards. Okay, he has a strike cover change, which is only comboable with a blue card, and charges own unique gauge while this character is on the battlefield. Once the unique gauge is full, it resets to 0 and applies the following effects upon activation. Sorry, applies the following effects to self whenever the unique gauge is full. Randomly destroys at most 3 new cards when you have 3 or fewer. Oh, sorry, randomly draws at most. Okay, he's going to be drawing 3 new cards whenever you have 3 or fewer, which is pretty good, so that you can combo easily. And restores own health by 20%, restores own key by 60, and restores vanishing gauge by 100%, which is really good, and 60% to damage inflicted, and 20% damage inflicted for 70 damage rounds. This is the 20% damage is stackable, and 60% is only stackable once, and increases card draw speed by 1 level for 70 damage rounds, and which is very effective if we can fill his unique gauge as soon as possible and a multiple number of times. Applies the buff effect, nullifies enemies special cover changes for 15 damage rounds. That's a pretty good time period for it. And so applies the Punisher Cell every time the enemy uses an arts while this character is on a battlefield. Randomly draws 1 new card, or if you have 3 or fewer, which is, I don't really find these things really effective, because if you are in a combo, you are already drawing a card in between that, and there's not really much into it. And 20% to damage effect for 50 damage rounds, increases card draw speed by 1 level for 10 time accounts, so he can have a quite a good amount of card draw speed whenever he is comboed. And the following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Restores own key by 30, 15% to damage inflicted by the allied. Cell Saga tag regeneration other than this character. Okay, he's doing kind of a little support as well. Also charges own unique gauge by 20% per defeated battle member. Okay, so his unique gauge seems to be like a ultra hit, which will be able to charge a multiple number of times whenever he's in the battlefield. That's the only downgrade I'm seeing over here. But overall, the cell is looking like a support character. But support, or you can say he's a like character similar to LF17, but a little less effective than him. Let me know what you guys think. For now, I would say he's pretty okay, not really that impressive. We have to, of course, see what he does actually in game, and his ability to seal your main ability and Rising Rush is going to be pretty effective, I would say. And yeah, that's the information we have for now. Let me know what you guys think. Will you be summoning for the LFCL or not? And make sure to like and subscribe for more Dragon Ball Legends information. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.